All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All right, so what I did was I went to ChatGPT and I typed in, so I typed in Skull Duggery, because we mentioned that at camp, prior camp, and the word Skull Duggery, I always remember the Apostle Gabar. The Apostle Gabar. He mentions it. Now I came up. There's a rapper in the hip hop community. I think he was a No Limit Soldier. Master P. If you know. And his name was Skull Duggery. So when I went to ChatGPT, I just typed in Skull Duggery. It says sometimes spelled Skull Duggery means underhanded or deceitful behavior, often involving trickery, manipulation, or dishonest schemes. And it says it comes from 19th century Scottish slang, originally meaning obscenity or foul conduct, and over time shifted to mean trickery, intrigue, or shady dealings. All right, it says, would you like me to give you some vivid examples of skullduggery, like in politics, business, or everyday life? And I said, give me 2 examples of American government skullduggery. So it gives me these. It mentions Watergate, the Watergate scandal, 1972 to 1974, which involved President Richard Nixon. And if you know, the majority of Jake knows about the COINTELPRO, which was the FBI ran a covert program called Counterintelligence Program aimed at surveilling, infiltrating, and disrupting civil rights groups, anti-war activists, and others they deem subversive. They use disinformation, forged letters, it says forged letters, and provocateurs to discredit leaders like Martin Luther King. Now, I wanted more examples of modern day skullduggery. Okay, so now it gives me, it says Signalgate, sensitive military planning shared over signals. But down here, I wanted this one right here. So it says Pentagon fueled UFO conspiracies as strategic disinformation. And I'm gonna read through this. It says, and you notice it notices it sources sites like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Post. So it says a newly surfaced Pentagon investigation revealed that military officials deliberately foster UFO myths during the Cold War, using doctored UFO photos and fake debriefings to conceal classified weapons testing, such as stealth aircraft programs at Area 51, the purpose to distract from and hide advanced technology from Soviet reconnaissance. Let's see, it says the disinformation created a cultural legacy of conspiracy theorists, fueling public fascination with alien encounters, exactly the kind of obfuscation the Pentagon needed to protect secret military developments. The 2024 report on these practices omitted these revelations, further perpetuating the cover-up for political reasons. All right, this case exemplifies how the U.S. government has historically manipulated public perception, even spreading falsehoods about extraterrestrial phenomena to cloak genuine national security problems. All right, so this is examples of skullduggery. I got it from the chat. All right, now we're going to go into the scriptures. Okay, we're going to go into the scriptures now. All right. First scripture I'll get is the book of Sirach. I'll bring up Sirach 10. Wisdom, Sirach 10. Okay. There's the prologue. All right, this is Sirach 10, and I'll start at verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. All right, it's Skull Duggery. All right, deceitful practices. It says, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. I read it again. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Let's look at the word translated real quick. Trans means to change. Let's see. When you break the word down, across, beyond, through, on, other. Okay. Translate. Remove from one place to another. All right. Also render into another language. Remove from one place to another. The kingdom is translated. This is because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. So it's moved from one people to another, which in this case is going from Esau, the so-called white man, to Jacob. All right. Oh, another good example of skullduggery is Esau basically Xing Jake out, Xing Yahushua out. All right. Job 9:24, it says, or cover the faces of the judges thereof. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. And let me see. There's another scripture that I wanted to bring out real quick. What is it? Nothing hid. Oh, this is a good one. Job 34:22. I'll start at 20. Job 34 verse 20 reads, it says, in a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight, and pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. For he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with the Most High. But the key point that I wanted to bring out, it says, there is no darkness nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. Yeah, there's no way that they're going to hide themselves, all right, for all of this wickedness that they've done and they've perpetuated upon the earth. We just gave you, through chatgpt, a small sample, of their skullduggery. You go into COINTELPRO, and these are different things that, the United States government have hid from the people. All right. Basically done underhanded and deceitful behavior upon their own people that they sworn to protect. All right. Their own citizens. But I'm in a video here called Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Ba'Hashem Makak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you brothers pushing his word, truth, and sincerity. Until the next video, shalom.